You've decided to visit Japan but are concerned about the language barrier? Well, don't worry. In this video, you'll see just how easy it is to get around to all parts of the country. Remember this, more than 3 million Westerners from the US, Australia, Canada, and the UK alone visited Japan in 2023. In the major cities of Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, there is plenty of English spoken and English signage, and as a result, it's easy to get around these areas, and therefore most tourists stay in these areas. But to get the full experience of Japan, you simply must go beyond these three to places such as Kinosaki, Izushi, or Sasayama. So in this video, we're going to address the language matters involving the train system, taxis, dining, and hotels. Every train station in Japan, even the small outlying ones, have English language signage. Certainly the main stations, and especially the Shinkansen stations, have lots of signage in English.
Now here's an important side tip that we've learned through the years. When you get in these train stations, everything is moving quickly and you have a tendency to want to rush, but slow down, take your time. We always like to step aside off the escalators into a little area outside the traffic and look at our tickets, make sure we're going the right direction on the boards and that sort of stuff. Believe me, it could save you a lot of headache.
Every major train station, and even many of the smaller ones, such as Higashi Hiroshima, will have a tourist office. And in that office, you'll find English literature and most likely a host that speaks some English. And by the way, if you're near Hiroshima and are interested in sake, I recommend taking the short train ride to Higashi Hiroshima for the walking tour of its 7 historic sake breweries. You're likely to be the only Western tourist there, and it's a delightful stroll and no need to worry about the language. Just visit the tourist office, get your English language map, and start walking. At all the larger stations and even the smaller stations like Takayama, you'll find a JR ticket office, and in that office, someone will speak English. Now, when purchasing tickets or making seat reservations, you have a couple of options. You can do it at the ticket counters, or you can walk over here around the corner to the self-service ticket machines and save a lot of time.
Now when you want to purchase your own ticket, it's real simple. Just find one of these machines at any railway station, go up to it. If you have the JR Pass, press Japan Rail Pass right here. Check your language, English. Accept the terms here. You want to select the train to use, okay? Go to here. One of us traveling, in this case, me. I confirm. Now you're going to be asked to scan your JR Pass, so go down here, just scan it right there. Then it will ask you to enter your passport number. So I'm going to cover up my passport, but let me do this. And then what you do, you just press confirm. Don't press correct. That's like the backspace key. That'll mess you up. So just press confirm. Go check. All right, now we want to specify departure station. Say we're going to say Tokyo, and it'll automatically fill. Give you options. We're going to go to, let's say, Osaka. And it gives you selections. There's Osaka. Click confirm. All right, we're going to do it today. And we can change our time, departure time, whatever we want, but we're not going to do that now. Click search. And choose which train we want. Either one. They're the same, 903. So we want to do select here. And confirm that. There's our thing. Now, we've got a green car, so we're going to go ahead and click the green car. Now, where do you want it? No oversized bags, so just click that. And here's what's odd. When you have no oversized bags to carry, just click ordinary seat. Although we have a green car ticket, with no bags, we just click ordinary seat. That's all you got to do. Now, select from a seat map is what we do, and we like to check the least occupied. It'll give you options. There you go. These are all our choices. So if you want to be near the front or back of the car, whichever is easiest to get in and out, do that one there. Confirm. And there we are. We're confirmed there.
Please take your ticket.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
We're done. For us, the most confusing thing about train travel is where to stand on the Shinkansen platforms. There are different kinds of Shinkansen trains, so the place to stand for, say, example, car 7 on one train will be different than that for car 7 on another train. So determine if you're taking, for example, a Hikari Shinkansen or a Nozomi Shinkansen by looking at your ticket, which will always be printed in English. Then when arriving at the platform, just look at the diagram of the respective train for the location of the car you're to be in. After that, just walk up or down the platform and find the spot typically painted on the platform or posted on a sign overhead. Once on board the train, it's simply a matter of finding your seat if you've reserved one, which again will be posted in English. And don't worry about missing your stop, because upcoming stations are always announced in English, Japanese, and Chinese. And at the front of each car will be a digital display informing you again in English of the next station. If you're ready to take the next step in your travel plans, make sure you click the like and subscribe buttons in the description below. It's free and you won't be put on any mailing list. Check back every Saturday for a new video and visit our Facebook page or website for even more photos and travel tips. Now, once you've exited the station, you'll either be walking to your hotel, taking a bus, or a taxi. When exiting the ticket gates, there will always be English language signage directing you to an exit, taxi stand, or bus stand. When the taxi pulls up to you, don't reach for the door handle. Nearly every driver will remotely open the door for you. Then the driver will close the door for you, so don't reach for it. At this point, it's nice to say "Ohayo gozaimasu" for good morning, or "Konnichiwa" for good day, good afternoon. The driver will be very pleased to hear you attempting some Japanese. If you have luggage, the driver will load your bags for you, so let him or her do that. It's expected. It may be good at this moment to simply ask credit card or cash. That's all you need to say. Then hop in. Don't stand around outside telling the driver where you wish to go. The driver will likely be eager to get out of the loading zone and may pull off to the side in order for you to provide instructions. Once you've gotten into the taxi, this is where the Google Maps will come in handy. You might start by saying something like this, for example, "Mitsui Garden Hotel, Kyobashi onegaishimasu." The word onegaishimasu simply means please, as in, please take me to the Mitsui Garden Hotel in Kyobashi. So before getting into a taxi, pull up your destination using Google Maps and simply hand your phone to the driver and say, "Koko onegaishimasu," with koko meaning here. The driver will study it, may recognize it or may not, and will input the destination into the car's GPS, and that's it. At that point, you can follow along on your phone's GPS, and as you're getting close, get your money ready. Taxi drivers are almost invariably honest regarding the route and taxi fare, so don't puzzle over the payment. What about buses? Of course, you can take a bus and they are considerably less expensive than a taxi. However, I think you should always consider a taxi if the destination is within a 15-minute drive or so. Buses are not designed to carry people and their luggage, especially if it is a large checked baggage. Bus schedules and signage are one thing that will often not be in English. Once you're on a bus, you have to pay attention to the stops and the fare as it changes from stop to stop. With a bus, you are still likely going to have to walk a block or more to your destination. And finally, with a bus, you're going to have to wait at the bus stop for the bus to show up. With a taxi, you are sitting down in private, there's room for your luggage, you don't have to worry about getting off at the wrong place. You can enjoy the sightseeing while you ride, and you'll be dropped off at the front door of your destination. For us, it is well worth the convenience, especially on a hot summer day. Dining is a wonderful experience in Japan, and you don't have to know the language to enjoy it. Throughout Japan, most restaurants have English language menus, but even if they don't, you have two things available to you to bridge the gap. Of course, you can use Google Translate or a similar app, or you can simply use the plastic food displays in the many restaurant windows. Plastic food is an amazing Japanese custom. You'll see elaborate displays of dishes in restaurant windows from which you can visually see exactly what you'll be eating. That's all there is to it. During the meal, if you want more water or a drink, just say "Mizu o onegaishimasu" for water, please, or "Biru onegaishimasu" or "Cola onegaishimasu" for beer or soda, etc. The waitstaff will usually leave you alone during the meal, so if you need something, just press the button or wave your hand to get attention. As for hotels, nearly every front desk in a hotel will have someone who speaks some basic English. The major chains such as Mitsui Garden, RIM, APA, Crown Plaza, etc. will definitely have English-speaking staff. In the more upscale hotels, there will often be an attendant who will accompany you to your room and help you get settled in. In the major cities, you'll find they cater to a lot of foreign visitors and therefore have multiple language skills, with English being the predominant one. So when it comes to visiting Japan, can you get around easily enough without knowing Japanese? Absolutely yes. Can you venture into the countryside and smaller towns without knowing Japanese? Absolutely yes. Don't let the language barrier be a hindrance. Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto are wonderful cities that everyone should visit. However, there is so much more to see beyond these three. Check out other cities such as Kanazawa, Takayama, Kobe, Mojiko, where you'll experience a slower pace of life and often a more authentic Japanese experience. We have videos on all of these places, so be sure to check them out and familiarize yourself with the attractions located there. So until next time, sayonara!